So let's get rid of these print statements because we no longer need them. We found our error and we fixed it. And we want to go to our table view did select row at index path. Right now our function is empty. We haven't written anything in it yet. The first thing I want to do is to say table view deselect row at index path will be our index path animated true, so that whenever we select a row it doesn't stay selected, it will be deselected automatically. Then what we want to do is to dismiss this view and to transfer the information about our selected cell back to our weather view. So we are going to back through our view hierarchy here. So we know that whenever we are going forward, so let's say from our current view, current weather view to this view, we can use prepare for segue to pass information forward. And from here, whenever we go to front to this view, we can pass our throughout our prepare for segue. But when we choose a city from here, let's say Dublin, and when we choose a city here and we want to pass it back to our current view, we are using protocols. And if you remember, when we did our choose city, we have this did add new location protocol, which helps us to give back the information to our previous view, which is the view here. And we have that we have chosen location Ireland, Dublin. But we haven't done anything with this yet. We are going to do it later on. All I want to do now is to fix my function for my table view did select row at index path, so that we can provide the information back to our weather view, so that it knows which weather to display as the first view. So let's create another protocol here. Protocol, and our protocol of course will have the same name as our class here, just we are going to add delegate word at the end of our protocol name. And then we need a function here, and this is going to be did choose location, and location is going to be at index as a parameter, which is an integer, and we are going to have one more parameter here, should refresh, and this is going to be a boolean. We don't have any return types, and we don't have actually a function body here, we just have a function name. And should refresh, we're going to talk about this in our next lecture. I just want to have it here ready so we don't have to come back and fix this. Apart from that, under our variables, I'm going to put a new variable, and this is going to be our delegate, and it's going to be our delegate name type, and of course it's an optional. Let's put a space here so they don't stick together. Okay, what we want to do now in our did select row at index path is to notify whoever our delegate is that we have chosen a specific location. So we say delegate, and we're going to call did choose location at index path, and we're going to pass our index here, index path dot row, because we are expecting a integer, and should refresh. For now I'm going to put false, and I will tell you later on how this works. And of course we need to dismiss this view so that we can get back to our previous view. So we say self dot dismiss animated true, completion nil. So let's see if this works. Actually, it will not work because we haven't done anything in our weather view yet. We need to set our weather view to be the to conform first to the protocol that we just wrote together, and also to implement the required function. So if we come here, prepare for segue, I'm going to say vc.delegate, and let's build to have our functions ready, is equals to self, and this will complain because we don't conform to the protocol. And what I'm going to do is to write an extension here to our class, and let's copy and paste this, and this is gonna be our AllLocation view controller delegate. And now it will no longer complain on top, but it will start complaining here because we need to implement the required protocol function. And by clicking the fix, it will automatically do the function for us. And let's see what we want to do here. Once we have this location, let me just command P so this error disappears. So we have the index. It means we want to show our view under this index. So what we want to do is to understand which view is under this index. So we scroll to that view. So we say let view number is equals to CG float, and you are going to say integer literal, and we want to pass our index here. So we create a CG float from our index, which is an integer. Once we have our view number that we know to which view we want to scroll, I will say let new offset is equals to CG point, and we are going to create one with X and Y, and the X we are going to take our weather scroll view frame dot width plus 1, because remember we had a margin of 1 point around it, and I'm going to put this inside parentheses. So first we do this, then we are going to multiply it with our view number, so that we take our frame width, we multiply it by our current the view number we want to see, so that it automatically let me just go to my already application here because I cannot go back on that one. So whenever we choose that, it will automatically jump to the specific view we need. So if we were on the first one, here it will be just 0, so we are on the first one. Otherwise we set the offset to the number of view we want. So if the second one, so we set offset of 1 screen here, so that automatically this will be our first view. And the Y is gonna be just 0 because we're not gonna do anything with it. And then we want to say weather scroll view dot set content offset, and content offset will be our new offset, and animated we're going to say true. And finally we need to update our page control selected page, because if we select the specific view here and we don't update our page control, the information will not be correct. So we say page control, we need to call our update page control selected page, and we just pass the index here. So let's rerun our application. And for example, I want to choose London here, and you can see that, all right, we have a crash, but the good thing is it landed on our London page, and our index number is set correctly as well.